Hello, everybody. Jim Malone here, coming to you live on Dallas trading floor. we well, well, it was pretty slow today. Yeah, pretty slow day on Dallas trading floor, but we did have some stuff. There's some interesting stuff I want to go over just really quickly regarding entry points into Tesla, and let's see if I can get my screen up here. There we go. Okay, we're almost there. There we go. Okay, there. I think we're up now on the screen. I may have this backwards. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can make this work. Okay, I'm going to go over here like this. Over here like this. Okay, that should be working. That should be working here right now. Let's kind of go to the bigger view. Yeah. Okay. There. Oh no. There we go. Okay. I think I think this might be I think this might be working good. Okay. So let's just turn this off. Okay. So here we go. Without further ado, let's get to some of the slides here, so we can kind of see what's going on, and yeah, kind of take a look, look. The Dow Jones, basically, it's up a little bit, slightly, not as much as I'd like it to be, but it's holding steady. Very light trading right now, due to the fact that we're coming into the holidays. I may not be. Let's see. Probably Thursday will be my last day. I'm probably going to take Christmas Eve off. So if anybody wants to watch on Christmas Eve, it probably won't be happening. It probably won't be happening as much. But hey, there you go. There you go. By the way, if you're looking on TikTok, and I'm going to be showing you right now. I have a green screen in front and back of me, but I'm going to be showing some charts live. The easiest way to get to those, of course, is to go to http bit.ly DTF 450. I don't know if you're going to pick that up, but anyways, I'm going to be broadcasting this live on YouTube. You can. I don't think it's up on the Beacon site for tonight, but so I'm going to try to do the best I can here with that. So without further ado, let's get into some of the slides. The market is in a confirmed uptrend, and that definitely is the case here. So in a confirmed uptrend, we want to come back into the market. I was largely in cash, and now I'm moving back into the market, as best I can. But I was largely in cash, and now I'm looking to come more into the market than before. Basically, I want to show you this thing about Tesla. Let me see if I can switch this over here. So I don't know if a lot of people can see this, but too technical here. There we go. Okay, this should work. Yeah. So basically, I got this backwards here. Yeah. Let's see if I can move that over there. Okay. Just fooling around, with those deck chairs on the Titanic here. There we go. So that looks better. Okay. So basically, with Tesla, we have a situation where too many things. Basically, we're right at about we closed at 1086. Most of my buys are at 1085. We're probably by Monday we're going to see an opportunity to start coming back in to Tesla. Now the double bottom base that Tesla is coming out of indicates that there's going to be a buy point at about 12.05. Now I came in a little bit early with my buys at 1085. It closed at 1086. So we're kind of right on the cusp here. Something that I want to kind of point out. As you can see, we kind of have this double bottom. We came back in, and it's looking like we might be able to, we might be able to get something that's a good entry back into Tesla. I have one full position, and if the conditions are right, of course, I will be putting up another full position. Just want to show you the stock of the day today. It's Huntsman. Huntsman is really strange because I haven't seen Huntsman as the stock of the day forever, and it's very, very odd that we would get Huntsman as a stock. Let me see if I can put up the background here for people that are watching on TikTok. I don't know if I can do this. Let me see if I can, if it'll let me. Let's see if it will. No, goodness gracious. I don't know if it'll let me do it once we're running here. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Oh, no. Okay. No. Everything but, I tell you, I've got everything that I need except for what I need. Well, there we go. Very hard to use. One of these days there's going to be a desktop version of TikTok and it's going to work great. But for right now, not so much. Okay, so Huntsman is the stock of the day today. It's got on a buy point, something you might want to take a look at. Here's currently what I'm holding. Not a lot of stuff. I'm not holding a lot of stuff. Invitation Homes, of course, it's up today. It's just been doing great. By the way, this REIT area, this rent-to-own area, has just been doing very, very well. It's an area that I think you ought to consider in terms of possibly looking at something. I like Invitation Homes. There's American Homes for Rent. A lot of good stuff in there, but Invitation Homes has been a solid performer for me, and I think that it's kind of the kind of thing that you might be interested in. Let me show you the chart of Invitation Homes. INVH, of course, is the symbol. Let's see if I can pull it over there. If I can do that. Okay, there we go. So basically, Invitation Homes, as you can see, it's solid. I've been in it for a while. I've been in it really since about this 43 area. It's starting to make its move up. 93 relative strength. This is something that it's a little bit past. Unfortunately, it's a little bit past where I think you could get into it safely because the buy point is basically 41. But it's something that I think you want to take a possible look at. It has a very nice checklist and on the technicals. It's looking very good. It's up about 1% today. Over the quarter, it's off for about 16%. On the week, about 2%. So pretty good in terms of that. The checklist is strong. The only thing it has not going for it is the sales. So if you look at the fundamental analysis here, let's do that. Let's go over to that fundamental analysis. We do have increasing sales, but it's the profits that are the key that are really increasing very, very strongly. Strong cash flow in this one, considering this is a $40 stock and we're looking at a cash flow of $139. So this is looking pretty good in terms of a stock to potentially look at. We go back, just kind of give you the 40,000 foot view. It's from its inception, it had this one down. It pulled back down, in the COVID recession, but it's been up ever since. So pretty strong in terms of things. So Invitation Homes, something you might want to look at in terms of things. Now, yesterday I moved into Allegro Microsystems. I haven't fared as well with that one, but let's take a look at that. ALGM being the symbol for Allegro, and let's see if I can there we go. Allegro, it came up to this buy point, this buy point, and unfortunately it has that was sort of all she wrote in terms of, well, there we go, gosh. That was all she wrote, and it pulled back. So it's kind of gathering steam. Hopefully it can push through the buy point here again, but we'll see. We'll see how it's going. But this is Allegro Microsystems. This is a pretty strong checklist. It's 85%. The only thing it really fails on, of course, is the relative strength, which unfortunately has moved down. Yeah, but it's still the relative strength is 90, which is pretty darn good. It did pull back a little bit. I don't see why it's saying that it has. Oh, EPS. I'm sorry, not relative strength. The earnings per share is a little bit less than 80 in the top quartile. So that could be a potential area. But 89, very, very good. Allegro Microsystems in a very good sector right now. 12, this the electronic semiconductor manufacturing, 12 out of 197. So pretty darn good in terms of that. All right, let's see. I have some questions from TikTok. They're saying, "Do you speak at random?" Well, not really. You have to look at the charts, and unfortunately, that is a situation where you've got to go to my profile. So just go on the profile, click on the link, and then there's a link that will connect you directly with the YouTube feed where you can see everything. So user 397475 says, any thoughts on Disney? Well, Disney is going to have some issues regarding COVID, unfortunately. It's just, this is not, for a stock of this caliber, this just isn't looking, it just isn't looking as good as it should here. I mean, this stock should definitely look better than it is. Trading underneath the, it's trading underneath the 50-day line. It's pulled up a little bit. I can't really recommend Disney, even though it does have a 56 checklist. This is a little bit low for me. Right now, I just think you got to wait on Disney, and you just got to wait until it moves up and becomes a better value. So it's just really not a good idea to be buying Disney right now. Ben 2K, Ben too cool for you. Oh, you're too cool. Is Hood on discount? Well, here's the thing. Ben. When I buy stocks, I typically don't like to. Let's go to Hood. Let's go to. I don't like to buy stocks if they have a bad chart pattern, and unfortunately, and you can't see this because you don't have the YouTube feed. But if you go into the YouTube feed, which is by going to the my profile, clicking on the link, you'll see this. This is a downward trend on Robinhood. It's just not looking good. Robinhood is now trading for $17. It came out of the box. It was all the way up at 90, down to 80. Not really something you want to see. 44 checklist. I think you need to avoid Robinhood right now. I think you need to avoid Robinhood. Talking to CP2081. T for long-term hold? No, you can hold. Here's the thing about telephone, which is AT&T, as probably everyone knows. I don't think it's a good long-term hold. They can't maintain their dividend. I wouldn't hold it long-term. It's not for you, man. This is where stocks go to die. This is one of the most widely held stocks in the world. This is the stock that everybody holds and nobody sells, but it doesn't really pay a dividend. It's $24. It's been, this has been in a downward trend literally for 20 years. I don't think you want to go and do. Now, I don't think you want to do this stock. Now, I'm showing you a long-term chart here of AT&T. Just not a good stock. I don't think you want to be holding this one. So, with that, I'm going to move over to some of the other questions that are coming from that are coming from TikTok, that are coming from that are coming from using. Well, I don't know why I can't get it together today. Here we go. So let me put up the charts here once again. And there we go. Okay, so thank you for holding, and let's get to the questions and comments. There we go. All right. And this is, let's show that one. Hey, Jim, what about VSCO and M? Okay, let's look at VSCO. VSCO. Let's just take a quick look to see. Victoria's Secret. Oh, this is the spinoff. Okay, yeah, I remember this. This is the spinoff from L Brands. By the way, Leslie Wexler, which is the richest man in the state of Ohio, very rich man, also implemented with Epstein, believe it or not. A lot of issues there. He stepped down as chairman. Really amazing. I can't really say this one just initiated. Let's go look at the daily chart. just not a good chart, man. Unfortunately, I mean, I wish I could be more encouraging, but that's a downward trend. You don't want to buy that. No, you don't want to buy that one. It's 44 on the checklist, just not looking really, really good. The funny thing about retail is, Victoria's Secret should do better than this, but it just isn't. Let's look at Macy's just to take a quick gander. I like Macy's better. I'll have to admit, I like Macy's better. One thing I really like about Macy's retail department stores, 8 out of 194. This is 197. This is really, really held well. And I think we got a bounce here, right there. I think we got a bounce. It's got a relative strength of 96. We're coming up. I like Macy's. I really like me. I like the shop there too, by the way. 78 checklist. That's strong. Can we buy it? Is it in a buy zone? Well, not technically. It's technically not in the buy zone. The buy point on it is 28.41, but this is showing strength. I think you could start nibbling here. What you could do with Macy's, and I do like this stock a lot, by the way, is I think you could do. I think you could go with a half position. I think you could. So for Macy's, go with a 1/2 position. And what do I mean by position? Well, if you divide your portfolio up into 8 pizza slices, 1/2 position is a half a pizza slice, or about a 16th of the value of the portfolio. So I definitely like it. Macy's is good. This is a nice reversal. There's some strong strength here. When it hit this area, it bounced very nicely, convincingly. I think they're going to have great profits. We're coming into a good period. This is going to be, obviously, they're going to be reporting on the 23rd, so we've got a little bit of time here. But one thing I want to show you with Macy's, and I do think Macy's is a really good company. We have these nice increasing sales. Now, whenever you have a situation where you're having these increasing sales, quarter after quarter, over 20% each time, that is an extremely good sign, especially for a stock like a retail stock like Macy's. So, I mean, we're looking, not only are we having these increasing sales, but we have these increasing profits. And for a retailer, this is phenomenal. Macy's is definitely one of the best in the group, and I kind of want to, go over there. Let's look at this. Is number 8 group. Let's take a look really quickly. Let's go over here. That was last week, and let's see if I can get it for this week. Yeah, there we go. Number 8. Okay, let's see. Did I get it there? Industry group. Now, why didn't it show? It should show it here. Hold on. It should show last week. No, where is it? Retail department stores. There we go. All right, so this is the entire group for Macy's. I mean, that Macy's is in the retail department store group. You can see it came way up here, and then it's pulled back. But I do think it's gotten strength. If you notice, the chart of the entire group is very similar to Macy's. Macy's being one of the most largest components. Let's look at the top stocks in it. Just take a look. Macy's is the biggest product cap. Macy's, Kohl's, Dillard's. That's sort of the big 3 in retail and department stores these days. And Macy's it's quite far off. It's about 28% off of its high. But this might be a good time to get back in, because it is looking more like Macy's is. And you can see it's almost the same for the whole group, but you can see there is some love that's coming into this, and it's still being invested in very, very strongly. So I definitely like Macy's. I'd kind of like to see it move above the pivot here, but the pivot on what they call an ascending base, which is an unusual base pattern, is 28. So we're about 27. So I definitely think you could start nibbling here. I really do. I think this is not a bad place to get into Macy's, not into cases. Should I count the comp of them? Right. All right. Let's take a look at. Right. Let's see. On TikTok, Can you show the charts? No, unfortunately, Crypto Learn 101. I wish I could. I wish I could. It's not possible yet. I'm hoping for a software update from TikTok, and then I'll be able to do it. But for right now, unfortunately, I can't do it. But I am simulcasting this on YouTube and the way you can get that is super easy. Just go to www.dallastradingfloor.com, and you should be able to get right onto the feed. But the feed is if you go to my profile, click on the link, and you'll be able to go directly to the YouTube feed, which is there. Okay. Let's look at. Somebody wants to look at BABA for some reason. I don't know why. BABA was kind of last year's news, unfortunately. BABA is continuing to move downward, and I want to show you the chart here on BABA to kind of give you the to kind of give you the look on BABA. The look on BABA is not a good look. It is a downward trend. I know that. Look, here's the thing. Let me just kind of reiterate this with you, and I'm not trying to be, I'm not trying to be overly overthink. But if you're down more than 7% on the stock, please sell it. Please, 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 please sell it, because this is going lower. Now, this is a potential short. As a matter of fact, I was looking through my shorts today. I do have two shorts that are doing fairly well. One on Zoom Communications, and the other one on Block, what's called Block now. It's Square. I do think that this one is headed south too. I think Alibaba. There's just too much interference by the Chinese government, and I think it's a very tough stock to trade right now. And I think it is going to go south more. So be careful with that. Okay? Oh, you missed my question about Roblox. Let's look at Roblox. Let's look at Roblox. LBLX. Let's see. There we go. RBLX. Let's look at Roblox. And Roblox is unfortunately not doing well, and I wish it was doing better. I wish it was doing better. We came up through this reversal line very nice. We came up above the 103.87 buy point, and unfortunately we went up all the way to 141.60, came back down. We are still in a downward trend. So here's what you need to do. You know what I'm going to try to do here is I don't know how successful this will be. I'm trying to get this thing running, but this is still in a downward trend. I don't think you want to. I don't think you want to buy this right now. Wait for it to reverse. Wait for it to reverse higher, and I think we're going to get some support. So Roblox is a watch list stock, not something to buy right now. If you're down more than 7%, sell it, and then try to come back in a better place. It's in a downward trend. You never want to hold a stock too long in a downward trend, obviously. That just doesn't work very, very well, unfortunately. It doesn't work well with Roblox right now. So Roblox, if you're down more than 7%, consider selling it. It's not behaving very well. We want to find stocks that are moving higher, not ones that are moving lower. And unfortunately, right now, Roblox is in a downward trend. It hasn't reversed this trend yet. Hopefully, it will. And so watch this one. It's not a buy right now. So there we go. All right. Hey, thank you very much, Stan. Thank you very much, Samuel. Samuel, wish you and your family happy New Year. Thank you very, very much. Can you please share your overall trading experience? If you know, I've been. Good question. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, I've been trading on and off for about 25 years, I think. I actually started with CanSlim really, really far back. I had a mentor. His name was Howard Byron. Unfortunately, he's not with us anymore. Really, really great guy. He was my mentor. He introduced me to Investor Business Daily, and he showed me how to trade spreads. And this is way back when the Investor Business Daily came out in 1984. That's how old I am. Jeez, I'm ancient. and I've been trading it ever since. Now, sometimes better than else, but that's about. I've been trading about that long. I've been trading professionally really for about the last 3.5 years, full time. But before that, I traded for about 25, 30 years. Let's see, background. I used to work for PricewaterhouseCoopers, also for Deloitte, United Technologies. I've done contracts for a lot of oil companies, and I'm a financial analyst. So that's sort of my background. I really appreciate you asking. I'm based here in Dallas, Texas, right up here on Preston Road. You're free to come by anytime. So thanks for the question. Appreciate it. All right. I bought Builder, this is an ETF related to the so the building holders sell at 53.51. Let's look at it. BLDR. And let's take a look to see Builder's First Resources. This is actually, this was a very, very good stock, and I still think it is. I just think that this has been a tough year to trade. I'll be honest with you. You bought it at, gosh, that we did really well. 53.51. Congratulate yourself. Pat yourself on the back. This is great. This is looking good. You're definitely beyond you bought it pretty much right here. I think. Let's see. Let's go 53. So you bought it right before the gap up. Beautiful. Oh, very good. You should pat yourself on the back. This is very, very good. Here's what I would do. I would sell 1/2 of my position now. Take your profits. You deserve them. You've done very, very, very well. Airbnb bought at 174. Let's look at Airbnb to see how we should talk about this. So you bought at 53.51. That is excellent. Let's just take a look at that. That is really good, by the way. Yeah, there we go. Oh wow. 53.51. Okay, well then you would have bought it right at this first breakout and the 53.99 high point. Boy, you're a good chart rater, because that's a very good place to buy it. That's a resistance. Very nice. Very, very nice. You should really pat yourself on the back. But I would sell half of it, book some of your profits, because that is a tremendous thing. By the way, everybody watching on TikTok, you don't have to be in tech to do very well. This gentleman did incredibly well on Builder's First Source, which is in the building supplies, basically buying off of the chart, and he has done just fabulous. This is not a tech company, but he's getting the tech company kind of returns. So you don't have to be in BABA. You don't have to be in a lot of the crazy stocks that were great 2 years ago. The problem with Alibaba, the problem with a lot of Chinese stocks is that they just are not going to do as well this year as they did 2 years ago. It's the way it works. So I just wanted to bring that up. Okay, next question is going to be on TTD. This is also one of my favorite stocks. Now, this is a tech stock that I do like very much. The Trade Desk. It's very similar to Google. I bought it. I got shaken out of it. But I still think this is viable, because there is a very, very nice, on the weekly chart, there is a buy point at 90. So I definitely think, you still want to be in this one. It's come back to the buy point, but I still think this is moving up, and I think this is not a bad place to get into it. This is not a bad place to get into it. It's got an 89 checklist, and let's compare this thing to Alibaba. I mean, everyone is asking for Alibaba on TikTok, which is great. I understand. Many of the people, Alibaba is well known on TikTok, but this is a terrible stock. And I want to be very, maybe it's a great company, but the stock is terrible. Look at this chart. It's terrible. It's going down. Please, the thing is, if you watch my show, I'm not saying that I have a lot of information, that I have a lot of information, but don't follow the herd on this one. If you're questioning about a stock like Alibaba, tune into my show. Give me a chance to answer it, because I will give you the straight skinny, because I don't have anything in here to. I don't have any. I don't have any oxys to gore here. I think this is a very bad stock right now. It's starting to lose money. I think if you're more than 7% down, I think you should sell it. I'm not trying to rag on them. I mean, hey, every dog has its day. I think that Alibaba is in real trouble, and I just think you should get out of it. But my opinion. Thank you. You're awesome. 21. Okay. I hate to see you lose money. I think you may see losing more money. And here's another losing money one, and that's going to be PayPal. I love PayPal too. I was in PayPal, but I have shorted PayPal just because of its situation. And it has a similar problem. It's just moved down, down, down as well. So not another one you really, really want to be in, unfortunately, PayPal. So. Just not something that I can highly recommend. So let's go back to some of the TikTok questions. I'm going to see if I can share my screen here by doing it this way. There we go. All right. So I don't want to do that. Okay, let's go to the full screen. There we go. All right. So let's see. Is it a good time to write? Is it a good time to write month out cover calls on the spider? Good question. That's not a bad strategy. That's not a bad strategy at all. I think that the spider, which represents, of course, the S&P 500 for everyone out there, it's the ETF, it is doing well, and I do think we're in an uptrend. So I think that might be a good strategy, actually. Yeah, I actually agree with you. Let's look at Square now. Square is a stock that I have I'm shorting right now. So let's pull up Square SQ. I'm going short on it. As you can see, it's a pretty terrible stock, pretty terrible chart. It's just gone down, down, down. Let me see if I can pull up my. Let's see if I can pull up the. Let's see if I can pull up the chart for Square. Let's just see if I can do it. Well, I did a bear put spread on this one, and I want to just see if I can. Okay, there we go. I think I updated this today. I hope I did. So let me see if I can get this up on the screen for you here really quick. It takes a second to process all these things. How can I join your live? The easiest way to do it, you are awesome, is to go to is to go to www Dallas Trading Floor and just click on the link that says YouTube, and that is how I'm handling it. Okay, so let's take a look at that. Let's see if I can. Okay, just looking to see. Let me do it. Okay, slide 3. There we go. So here's the slide for Square. Basically, right now, Square. Let me just see where Square is. Let me see where Square ended. I have it at 161, but let me see if. Yeah, 161. So as you can see with this spread, as you can see with this spread that I have here, it's come in. It's starting to come into the profit zone. Square dropped quite a bit. I think it's going to continue to drop. And of course, if you're signed up for these action trade alerts, by the way, I do put out these trades, and basically the way it works is this is a bear put spread, and so as the Square, it's called block now, but as it goes lower, you see it comes in, it becomes more profitable into the profit zone. So this is kind of what I'm doing with that. Let me kind of slip over to the Square screen here. It's kind of confusing because I'm looking at myself, but as you can see, the chart has really been horrible for Square. But the thing about it is, you can make money even if the stock is going down. And you can do this by using the bear put spread. And that's what I just showed you a recap on. A recap on. Let me pull that back. This is sort of what we put out to our members here. We basically started up here, and then as the stock fell, of course, it became more profitable. This is sort of the little heat map that I have to show you how it's going to make money. But this was a very nice little trade. I think I can show you this, and this is why I think that maybe you would be interested in taking a look at it. I just want to see what we came in at. Yeah, this was basically this cost up $540 out of the pocket. Out of the pocket on this one. It has about an 85% chance profitability, and the break even is 169. But it looks as if we have a little over little over 50% probability here. As this thing goes down, this goes up in value. The maximum we can make on this one would be about we could return about $460 for 540 invested, and it's a pretty good little trade. So definitely something that you might want to look at. That you might want to look at going forward. Going forward on that. All right, so let's get back to some of the comments. Sorry, good job on that. All right, let's look at NEO for Mr. B. I wish I had better news about NEO. I was doing great last summer trading this, but I haven't been trading. I've been out of it since. The chart is dismal on this, I'm afraid. I'm afraid to say the chart is dismal on the chart's absolutely dismal on this one as it moves lower. It's just not the kind of chart you want to see. So here's the thing: if you're in it, I would be out of it. NEO just doesn't look good right now. If you're down more than 7%, really consider possibly, consider possibly if you're down more than 7%, I would consider possibly possibly getting out of it, because I don't think you're going to win here. And that's really that's sort of really what it's all about. It's about finding it's really about finding things that they're going to win for you overall. So, okay, let's go to some of the other questions here. Thanks for this. All right, thank you very much. PayPal views. Okay, we talked about PayPal. Sell or hold Shiba. You know what? Coming in the new year, I'm going to be doing more of a crypto show that I'm going to talk a little bit more about it. But let's talk about, for Big Cut 4732, let's talk about NET, which is Digital Turbine. This is one of the ones I really like. Digital Turbine, based in beautiful Austin, Texas. I've actually been outside their headquarters. They've been pulling back as of late a little bit, not a little bit of an issue, I think, but by and large pretty good when it comes to that. So let's pull up that chart. There we go. And let's see. Well, one good thing, we're still above that 200-day line, so that's good. Relative strength 96, that's good too. Could we buy it here? No, I tell you, if I was in this thing, I would probably be out because I would have been stopped out. It does look like it may have bounced here, but it hasn't reversed. So here's the thing. I think what you got to do, what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw this reversal line in here, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set an alert on that reversal line, because I think that's kind of what you got to do. You got to look at it as and let's see if I can highlight that. Did I get it? Yeah. All right, and then option, click, set that alert. All right, and does that let me do it? No. Set an alert. Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is as I'm setting an alert, if it moves above that line, and that's the reversal line. Currently, Cloudflare NET is in a downward trend. You don't want to buy a downward trend if you can avoid it. So I would not be a buyer here. I'd watch list this one. That's sort of how I would. That's how I would do it. Let's go to the new messages. I think I have sometimes my stand doesn't quite, doesn't, sometimes it doesn't quite work as well. There we go. I can get this thing to, jeez, always technical difficulties. All right, so there we go. All right, so let's look at DraftKings. Let's look at DraftKings. That'd be an interesting one to look at as well. Let's look at that. Ugh, terrible. It's in a downward trend, unfortunately. I wish I could. Oh, I wish I could be more. Wish I could be more encouraging, but I can't. Any stock for a long-term trend? Well, I think Tesla. Tesla in the next 5 years is going to be even bigger than it is now. It's hard to believe. But I know that you want me to say something else, but no. I think right now it's tough because we're coming in. The market is starting to move again. I would look at Huntsman, HUNT, right now, but really not a whole lot else. Well, I have wasted almost 3/4 an hour of your time. Some technical difficulties. Hopefully, I'll get these things sorted out. Pretty soon, I'm going to be able to broadcast, and I'm going to be able to show you charts live on TikTok, but I can't do that yet. It's just technically not possible. So I'm going to have to kind of beg off for today, unfortunately. I will be back at 3:45 tomorrow. Let's see if I can take one more question. You've all been so great and so patient with me. ISPC. Let's look at ISPC real quick. I just want to take a look at this one. I'm not sure what this is. Okay, so this is, it's a good one, but I would not be in this one just because biotechs. I'm not good at biotechs. Biotechs. There's more. By the way, everybody, there's more biotech stocks out there than any other group in the. There's more biotech stocks out there than any other group, and I think it's one of the most difficult areas to trade. I would not recommend this one. It's in a downward trend. Sorry to say. So with that, I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last show of the year, and I'll try to have a wrap up for everything, for kind of how we did. It's kind of a a year in review for everybody, and I will be back at 3:45 or 3 or 4 o'clock, depending on when I get finished with everything tomorrow. And I hope to see you then. And thank you so much, everybody, for being so kind. We have one question from Harris. Hi, Jim. Which one is the best buy zone for Tesla, NVIDIA, or AMD? Tesla right now is the best buy zone. And what I kind of want to show you, Harris, thank you for that, by the way. Let's go back to that. I want to kind of go back to that slide to sort of give you the look-see. Here's the thing about Tesla. We dropped to about 1,086 today, which I was buying at about 1,088, 1,084, 1,085. About that's where I've been buying. I have 4 positions. But I do believe, today's high was 11.19, and then it pulled back. I do believe that we're going to have an opportunity. An excellent entry point is 12.02. I'm buying a little bit below the entry point, but a little over $100 below the entry point. But I do think we're going to get an opportunity in the early, in the early 2020. We're going to get an opportunity to buy this. This is the one I think you should concentrate on, just because I think it's going to give us again another opportunity to do it. We're in a confirmed uptrend, so we want to come out of cash into regular things, but we're so it's a good time to start scouting stocks. I'm going to try to put out a ready list so that everyone can kind of get on board there. And I will be back tomorrow, probably about 3:45 or 4 o'clock. Thank you, everybody, so much for taking a look at my show. And hopefully I will be back here tomorrow, and hopefully you will be too. I so appreciate you taking a look at the show. Happy trading, everybody. And I will see you back here tomorrow.